In this morning's PIX Parenting Plus, we are dealing with dyslexia, the signs, the challenges, how you can help your child really overcome them.
Yeah, an estimated 1 in 5 students have a language-based learning disability, dyslexia, the most common. Hillary Summerbell is a parent and an advocate who took matters into her own hands, created a program to help students with dyslexia. Hillary, we're super glad to have you here. We've been like downloading this.
Yeah.
This comes from your own personal experience. You as a child struggled with this, and now you're naming it, and you were like, you know what? I'm a mom. I'm going to make a solution.
Yeah, because that's what I do. That's what moms do.
That's what moms do. You fix it.
You figure it out. I mean, fix it out. So I figured it out. So basically, I discovered that if you take linear text and you put it in the shape of a rainbow, it's a customizable radius, but it can takes off the pressure and the overload of visually absorbing linear text. So it's the shape.
Yeah, can you explain a little bit about dyslexia, how the early signs that parents may miss, how you yourself may miss it, and schools as well?
Yeah, so one of the things that happens if a child is struggling with reading, they're not going to want to be engaged in it at all. They're not going to be curious about books. They're not going to do the magnets things. They're going to not want to go to school. So really what we're looking to identify is the lack of curiosity for reading. If they have anxiety, that means there could be an issue.
Right. I mean, I struggle with this with my son. He's got some learning challenges as well, and so there's resistance to it. But when he is engaged, when we find the right book, the just right book about the just right subject, he will then sit down and sort of work through whatever that roadblock is. And I know that a lot of schools are still teaching outdated curriculums, even though New York City has now instituted mandatory dyslexia screenings for students. We're still seeing outdated curriculum. So there's still sticking points.
It is. And, you know, Emily Hansford, you know, sold a story. I don't know if you ever heard that podcast, but it's an incredible story about how the kids came home for COVID. And they couldn't read. New York City kids. That's how it all started. So basically, Summerbell, actually Johns Hopkins University School of Education came to me and asked me to do an efficacy study because they were so curious about it. And we had the results were thrilling, and they're on my website. So
and your website is
Summerbell.com.
Summerbell.com. And that's where people can engage with this software that you have developed to help dyslexic children engage with reading.
That's right. And the crazy thing is, because I'm a visual dyslexic, right? A lot of times you've got people trying to solve for dyslexia who's not dyslexic. But I know what's wrong. I know how I want to see my words, and so I can see them clearer. It's like when you go in a car, you go fast, like a straight line. When you go around a curve, you go slower. It's easier to relax when you're going around a curve.
So can you tell us how the program works and how people have been receptive to it? Are they immediately seeing results, or it kind of takes an adjustment period to get there?
Like if it works, you see the results immediately. It's honestly, it's like light bulb, like and then the kid says to you, "Oh my gosh, Mom, this is easier." And
is this something that school systems are adopting, or this is something parents use on their own?
Both. Both. We're going in a school district in New Jersey, and we're working with College Track, which is an Emerson Collective nonprofit in Oakland, California, where they put first-generation scholars go to college. So we have those, and then we're working with other, to develop it.
So to get the text to kind of be in that format, right? So say the summer reading comes and students are assigned their summer reading books, and so you put that book into the technology and it does it for you. How does it kind of work?
So the Summerbell tools, which is on my website, you can cut and paste. Like you can take an article about George Washington, cut it and paste it, and then you can adjust it, customize it, which is amazing. The Chrome extension, which they have, every kid's got a Chromebook, right? So we have a Chrome extension, so any of the school districts can adopt it, and then we have the browser. So we created software, and it
sounds so simple and just so effective for children and can really make a difference. And we want them engaging. We don't want them resisting.
We don't.
And feeling badly about it when they're trying to read.
And that's the thing. It's the self-esteem. We got to catch them early, so we lift them, so they don't have to.
Indeed, we do.
Yeah,
Hillary Summerbell, thank you so much. And it's Summerbell.com if people are interested in exploring the tools themselves. Thanks for coming in this morning.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it. Appreciate it so much.